National University of Kaohsiung, Longchai High School. Please come to waiting room.
We are the representative of University Culture with collaborations of Kansai University, Japan. And from now on, we are going to take you into our adventures. So, welcome aboard.
Welcome your first step, Taiwan. Then I'll introduce some festival in Taiwan. The first one is Dragon Boat Festival. We eat some sticky rice dumplings and hold a Dragon Boat competition. The Dragon Boat competition is rowing the boat to seize the flag. And the second one is Lantern Festival. We celebrate it on the 5th day of the first Chinese lunar month. And Lantern Festival traditionally marks the end of the Chinese New Year's Spring Festival. It also means spring is coming. And then, at that moment, people will go out to look at the moon and set up light lanterns and get some videos to enjoy the gallery. And then the next is, this photo is rice dumpling, and the next one is lantern. And later I'll introduce some Taiwanese cuisine. And these are Taiwanese cuisine, as you can see. And the famous one is chicken fillets and bubble milk tea. You can find all of this cuisine at night market. Later on you will see some photos is that we took land to enjoy the Taiwanese cuisine at the night market. So highly recommend you all to invite your foreign friends to the night market to enjoy this cuisine. Finally reached Indonesia. Indonesia is the largest archipelago consisting of 17,000 islands, unexplored rainforest, a dazzling wildlife, and then 1,000 miles of beaches. A stunning view of topographies are what the islands can offer. Now, if you still don't know where Indonesia is, I've come prepared. Bali. Yeah, so this popular island is located in Indonesia, and I feel like most of you must have heard about this popular island before. So let's talk more about this Indonesia, shall we? Our capital city is here in Jakarta, and Borneo is where my home is. It is also the place where orangutan lives, but don't say that we look like this because we live on the same island. We also share this Borneo island with East Malaysia and Brunei Darussalam. Now, Indonesia is a singular term that names one nation, but there's nothing uniform about its culture. There are at least 300 of ethnic groups in Indonesia, each with their own customs, culture, food, and clothes. Now, one of our festivals we have Nyepi, which is Balinese Day of Silence to commemorate their New Year, according to their calendar. In brief, I'm going to talk about 3 kinds of foods of Indonesia. The first one, and probably the most popular one, is rendang, which is a spicy meat of Minangkabau people that they serve to honor guests. The second one is tempe, which is made by a natural fermentation, and then they bind it into a cake form. The last one is gado-gado, which is a special type of Indonesian salad that uses peanut sauce to top it. Now, we feel that it's a little pity because we only can share 3 kinds of foods while we have a lot more of foods, but we put some of them here to let you have a quick look of them.
The next stop will be China. As we all know, a large proportion of world's population will celebrate the Chinese New Year. But actually, as one of the 4 biggest festivals in China, it has a more traditional name. We call it Spring Festival, 春节, also called it 过年. Let's see how it is celebrated in China. The reason why we celebrate the Chinese New Year is related to the legend of Chinese New Year. People in ancient times need to scare away the monster named Nian by pasting the red papers on doors and wearing red clothes and giving children red envelopes to avoid being hit by that monster. So we are having a lot of food in our world, and we have lamb skewer in Xinjiang and horse milk in Inner Mongolia, and Peking duck in Beijing, and golden morning tea in Guangdong, and then spicy hot pot in Sichuan, and the very last place is where we come from, and we have rice cake as a specialty in Zhejiang province.
皆さんこんにちは。This is the final destination, Japan. Japan has beautiful nature which changes its face depending on 4 seasons. And thousands of shrines and temples is also popular. And now it is known for the center of pop culture. And I'm going to introduce you part of them now. This is Japanese food. We enjoy beautiful 4 seasons with the seasonal food. For example, from 3 days from now, we are going to have soba, Japanese noodle, to get ready to welcome New Year. The day after that, we are eating osechi, the one to celebrate New Year. Osechi has 20 kinds of meals, and each meal has special meaning to it. Alright, so let's get to the festival. There is 3 big famous festivals in Japan. Festival Gion, and Festival Tenjin, and Festival Kanda. Festival Gion and Festival Tenjin has long history, which originated 1,000 years ago. And every year, more than 1 million people come to enjoy these 2 festivals. And Festival Tenjin is famous for its fireworks, and hundreds of ships go on the Yodogawa River. That's very good. The last one is Kanda Festival. What is special for Kanda Festival is people dress up like Heian period, which is about 12th century, and people walk in Tokyo for 30 kilometers dressing up like that. What these 3 have in common is they have historical and cultural background. So if you want to feel Japan and want to learn Japanese history and perspective, just go and enjoy a festival. As conclusion, diversity should not be a barrier. However, we should be using it as an opportunity to broaden our horizon. Even though we are living in distant horizon, if we have the mind of understanding others and care, I'm sure that we could be close friends. All in all, thank you for having us here, and thank you for this great opportunity to work us together. I hope this presentation helps you to take an action. It doesn't matter how big the first step is. Alright. Thank you.
Hi, thank you for your presentation. Is there anyone who wants to ask questions?
Hello, I am from C10, SMA Aliza. I would like to ask, you mentioned that we need to find opportunities to make our diversity into something that we can unite with upon. So I would like to ask you what examples of opportunities are there for us to unite through our diversity? Thank you.
Thank you for your question. Well, we're having this kind of event. This event itself is a kind of opportunity for us to unite. For like us, our team, we have members that are coming from 4 different countries: Taiwan, Indonesia, Japan, and China. So by having this kind of event, we can unite more, and then we can have a close relationship since we are working together as a team. Thank you.
Is there any question?
Okay, thanks so much for this presentation. I can understand what that was regarding the food or sightseeing spot, but it's very important for us to get such information through the internet. So your position, your own opinion is not unclear. So I need your core message through this presentation. What you do want to deliver to us as your own opinion.
Okay, thank you for your question. What we wanted to do, present for you guys through this presentation is we just want you to know how our culture and food culture and festival culture is. And by knowing it, we want you to have an interest about all cultures. And knowing is the first step to be a close friend. So we choose this food and festival culture to introduce ourselves. So the core message is we want you to know ourselves.
And also, can I add something? We're doing this presentation to motivate you to broaden your horizon, to make more friends, to really go outside and experience something, to explore more, and then like to see things differently because you learn about different culture. So it opens your mind, and also you can get to know like what's really going on out there. Thank you.
Hey. Thanks for your answering. It's all by that way.